What's up, good people? Christian Allaire here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is your YouTube channel for Power Yoga. Tremendous opportunity here to do a little bit of yoga with me. We have a 60-minute power vinyasa class ahead of us. Get your blocks, get your straps, get prepped up, get ready to go, and I'll see you on the mat in child's pose. Boom. With the knees nice and wide in the child's pose, stretch your arms out in front of you. Find length in the spine as you place the forehead or the chin on the mat. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale. Third round, breath in and breath out. Curl the toes for downward facing dog. Send the hips up towards the ceiling. Send the hips up towards the sky. And start to pedal your feet back and forth. Just move it around, a little left and right action here. Maybe bend and straighten the legs, shake your head around. Find limberness where you can, and keep that breath moving free and easy. Any kind of mental chatter that might be spinning, just move it through the mind and just let it go, let it dribble out. And then keep focusing back in on the breathing. The more you just focus on that one point, the less you'll be distracted by any mental chatter. Settle into the downward facing dog. Bring a really nice deep knee bend here. See if we can get the lower part of the belly to rest upon the upper thighs. So you really have straight arms, your wrists are really flat, and you're pressing down through the middle index and thumb side of the first knuckle of each of those 6 fingers. Your forehead might even be on the floor. Mine certainly is resting on the floor, stretching through the shoulders. Now begin to straighten out the legs to your degree, only to your degree. And then we'll step to the top of the mat for ragdoll pose. Each heel is underneath the tailbone, and hands come to the elbows, crown to the mat. Grab onto the forearms, or even grab onto the wrists, or place the backs of the hands on the floor. In a very deep fold here, point your toes forward, have the heels in line with the toes, or even a slight pigeon toe feel. One vertebra at a time, we're going to slowly roll up to mountain pose. Taking our time, arms are heavy until the shoulders come above the hips, and then send the arms up to the sky. Mountain pose, extend it up, breathe in. Exhale, hands to heart center, empty out. Again, sweep the arms up to the ceiling, press the feet into the floor, reach up. One more time, hands through the heart center. Last one, inhale the arms up for extended mountain pose, and forward fold. Standing forward fold, touch the floor. Hands to the floor, inhale, lift and lengthen. Step back, high plank, lunge it back. Top of a plank, shoulders over wrists, fingers into the floor. Try not to drive the palms of the hands too hard into the mat. And then you're going to set your knees down onto the floor and press back into child's pose. From child's pose, we're going to come into a nice gentle upward facing dog. From the child's pose, drag, maybe plant the forearms. We come into a gentle upward dog or cobra. From here, we come back to child's pose. Press it back. We'll do 2 more just like that. Gentle child's pose or Bhujangasana. Arch the spine up a little bit, and we'll come back to child's pose. Press it back. And third time, child's pose to upward facing. And we'll move back to downward facing dog. Send the hips up. Start to pedal out the feet again, move it around. Bend and straighten the legs as necessary. Walk the hands to the back of the mat for ragdoll pose. Again, you can capture the elbows, capture the wrists, or plant the backs of the hands on the floor. Check the alignment of the feet, drop the head. Piece by piece, we roll up to mountain pose. Stack each bone at a time. When the head gets above the shoulders, send the arms up to the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, forward fold, hands to the mat. When you get there, take a halfway lift and take your high plank. Walk it forward to high push-up. Big breath in. Lower all the way down to the floor. At the bottom of the breath, inhale, upward facing dog. And we come back to downward facing dog. This time we'll raise the right leg up. Send it up, open up the right hip, stack it up and over. Circles with the right knee. Circle it around so we can get some blood flow into the hip socket here. Okay, kick it back, re-extend, level off the right hip. Now bring the right knee into the nose. Set the right knee onto the mat. Take the left foot off the floor. So it's a tabletop with the left leg lifted, and lift your chin, look up. And then gently set the left toes back down. Three-legged dog, knee to nose, and then right leg to the sky. Again, knee to the chest, round and dome the spine. On the exhale, right knee sets down. Lift the left leg up, lift the chin. Release the left toes down. Bring the right knee to the nose, and we send it back, three-legged dog. One more time, knee to the chest, round and dome. Exhale, right knee to the floor. Inhale, lift up through the left leg, lift the chin. Set the left toes down, right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Step forward, modified lunge. Rest your left knee on the mat, take the arms up. Take a big breath in, reach up tall. Exhale the hands to the floor, shift your hips back, half splits. Flex the right toes towards the face to intensify or bring a little more relaxation. Depends on how limber you're feeling. If you're uber tight, please honor that situation. Bend back into the right leg. You're gonna curl the left toes. We're gonna step forward, left foot to the top of the mat. Now, halfway lift, halfway up, breath in, bow in, breath out, rise up, mountain pose, breathe in, forward fold, hands to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen, crown forward, step back, high to low push-up. Inhale to upward facing dog. Downward dog, left leg lifts. Open up the left hip, stack it up and over, and you can make some circles with the left knee. Work it around. Re-extend the left leg. Let's do this, yogis. Knee to nose, round and dome. Exhale, left knee to the mat. Inhale, right foot off the floor. Look up. Right toes to the floor. Knee to the nose, three-legged dog. Number 2, left knee to the nose, round and hollow. Left knee sets. Right leg lifts, so does the chin. Breathe in. Exhale, right toes. Inhale, left knee into the chest and send it back to the sky. Last one. Here we go, team. Knee to the nose. Left knee down. Right toes up. Right toes down, knee to the nose. Left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. To modified lunge, left foot forward, right knee down. Raise the arms. Big breath in. Exhale, hands to the floor, shift it back, half splits. Bend back into the right leg. We're going to curl the right toes, lift the knee up, step it up. Yogis right to left. Halfway lift and left. Lengthen, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Mountain pose, reach it up. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe out. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Chaturanga, float it back. Inhale, arch the spine, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathe out. Bend your knees, look between the thumbs, float forward, set the toes, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Move to chair pose. Little separation in the heels, lift the arms. Breathe in, fold forward, breathe out. Touch the floor, chin to the chest. Halfway lift and lengthen. Empty, out, chaturanga, float. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Right leg lifts to the sky. Open up the hip, fan the toes. Flip the dog or stay in three-legged dog. If it's too early for a back bend, acknowledge that. And just stay in three split. Back to three-legged dog. Rest the right hand down. Send the right leg up. High lunge, right foot steps forward. Oh, raise the arms up to the sky. Crescent lunge. Firm up on the back leg. Let's keep the left heel as stacked over the toes as you can. Right knee is bent, 90 degrees, arms extend. You're gonna breathe in, come to power lunge, extend the hands behind you, crown forward. Lift up the hands so they come up above the shoulders, right? You're lifting up, palms are facing down and drawing the hands together. High lunge, raise the arms. Warrior two, open it up. Your right foot is forward, your left heel is spun flat, your arms extended. Pull the pit of the belly in to drop the tailbone down a little bit. One time, we'll raise the arms up above the head, keeping the warrior two legs, and we'll reverse the warrior. Take the left hand down the back leg, right arm extends up and over. Side angle lunge. Warm it up with the right forearm setting down. Take the left arm over the ear. Hands to the floor. Come to low plank, please. Send the right leg back. Spice it up by keeping the right toes lifted. Upward facing dog on the intake. Exhale, down dog. Now we're going to sprinkle in another chair pose here. So bend your knees very deeply. Look between the thumbs. Float it up. Land the toes. Heart lifts halfway up. Exhale, fold. Chair pose. Inhale the arms up, sit the tailbone low. Exhale, fold forward. Fingers to the mat. Lift and lengthen. Chaturanga, float it back. Landing with the elbows bent 90 degrees. Inhale to the back bend. Down dog. Left leg lifts. Left leg is opening up, so the left hip is opening up, spinning the inner thighs away from one another. Square the shoulders. Square the shoulders. And now flip the dog, or stay in the splits. You have a choice in the matter. Don't force yourself to do something you're not quite ready for. Three-legged dog is next. Left hand is to the floor, left leg is to the sky. Step it forward, high lunge. Square the hips, square the shoulders. Breathe in and breathe out. Big breath in. Power lunge takes the hands behind you, crown of the head extends forward. Keep the left knee directly over the left ankle. Hands are coming above the elevation of the shoulders. Really stretch into the shoulders. Integrate the shoulder blades together. High lunge, take the arms up. Big breath in. Warrior two, glide open. Find the hips coming apart, spinning the inner thighs away, sinking with the left knee. All the while, contraction on the right quadricep. One time, inhale the arms up, keep the warrior 2 legs. Raise up the arms, and then reverse the warrior, right hand down, right leg. Bow the body towards the back of the mat, keep the left knee stacking over the ankle. Keep the legs, extended side angle or side angle lunge, forearm to the left thigh, right arm extends over. Stretch the right rib cage, feel the intercostals getting a juicy stretch. Come into low plank, take your time. Right hand sets down, float the left foot back, low plank. Inhale, upward facing. We come back to down dog. Once again, we're gonna sprinkle in a chair pose. So bend your knees, look between the thumbs, float it up. Softly land the toes, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold, chair pose. Now you're gonna inhale the arms up to the sky. On the exhale, bring the hands behind you for birdie pose, lift the heels up. Inhale, back to chair pose proper, plug the heels down, raise the arms. Birdie pose, send the hands behind, raise the heels. Chair pose proper. Birdie pose. And this time we're going to stand up for mountain pose. So plug the heels down, straighten the legs and arms up, breathe in. Exhale, let's flow, hands to the mat. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Chaturanga, float it back. Inhale to upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Please take your right foot and place it to the outside of the right wrist. Left knee sets down onto the mat. We're going to open up the hips, so take your right hand to your right knee, push your right knee away. Take the right arm and reach it behind you towards your left heel. Now we're going to bring our right hand back to the outside of the right foot, curl the left toes. You're going to go into nice splits, so take your left leg, lift it, and straighten your right leg and fold over your right leg. So it's a long stance type of splits. Now we're going to go right back into that beautiful hip opener, so bend into the right knee, set the left knee down, reach the right arm behind you, let the right knee drift over. Back to the splits, right hand to the floor, lift up through the back leg, straighten the right leg. Last one, dip into the right knee, left knee sets, take the right arm behind you, reach it behind you. Back to the splits. So you're folding over your right leg, high lunge, bend into the right leg. Take the arms up. Right foot is forward, you're going to crescent lunge. Take a big breath in, bring the hands to the heart center, and twist to the right side. Lunge, revolve. Palms touch, thumbs to heart, heart to thumbs, twist open, lift the chest. Get the rib cage off of the right thigh, turn the head. Turn the head, look over your right shoulder. On your next inhale, warrior 2, up and around, extend the arms out. Inhale, send the arms up to the sky, keep the warrior 2 legs. Reverse your warrior. Dance. Extended side angle. Take it down, left arm extends, turn open. Place the left hand on the left hip. Half moon balancing pose. Left leg off the mat. If you would like to go a little deeper, you could take your left hand off the floor and reach it up. You could always take your left toes towards the left fingers for Chapasana. Another option is to take the right hand, place it on your heart center. Forward fold at the top of your mat. If you're coming out of Chapasana, be gentle, okay? Rise up to mountain pose. Piece by piece we rise. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. When the hands hit the floor, come to chair pose. Sit down into the hips, raise the arms. Birdie pose, sweeps the hands behind you, raise the heels. Plug the heels down, take the arms up. One more birdie. Back to chair pose. Now, birdie pose, raise the heels, to mountain pose. Straighten the legs, raise the arms. Breathe in. Exhale, fold forward, we flow. Hands to the mat, lift and lengthen, chaturanga. To upward facing, please. Downward dog. When you get back to dog pose, take the left foot to the outside of the left wrist, right knee sets, and we move into the hip opener on the left side. Arm up and then behind. And we move into that long split. So left hand touches the mat to the outside of the left, and then in one action, you lift your right knee and fold over the left leg. Moving back into the hip opener. Bend the left knee, right leg comes down. You take the left hand behind you. You want to let your left knee drift out so you get that really juicy stretch. Let's go to the splits. Left hand to the outside of the left leg, fold. Your 2 feet should be on railroad tracks, meaning 2 separate railroad tracks here. Make it easier on yourself. Let's go back into the dip, into the hip. Right knee sets, left arm comes up and back. Back to the splits. Folding over your left leg. Make sure your feet are in a really good railroad track formation, and we're coming to high lunge. Take the arms up. Square off. Hands to the heart, center, crescent lunge revolve. Right elbow hooks to the outside of the knee, palms press. So in this position, you are pressing your left knee into the right elbow and the elbow into the knee. So this means you're activating through the abductors of the left leg. So use the engagement of the body to stabilize in the pose. On your next inhale, warrior 2. We rise and we shine. Left foot is forward, left knee is bent. One time, we inhale the arms above the skull to the reverse warrior position, right hand down the leg, to the extended side angle pose. Rest the right hand onto the right hip, and let's move it into half moon balancing pose. Again, option is to take your right hand to the right toes in the modified. Take the vision maybe to the right, take the vision maybe up. Forward fold, top of the mat. Drop in, split the feet apart. Peace sign fingers to the big toes, capture the big toes here. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Elbows draw to the sides, shoulders away from the ears. Release the fingers from the toes. We're going to go into Gorilla Asana, where we take the palms of the hands, place them underneath the feet. Toes into the wrist creases. Take a moment to come to a halfway lift. Breathe in, and on the fold, on the exhale, pull the pit of the belly into the spine, round the chin to the chest, drop in. Releasing, and next pose is Bakasana Crow Pose. Take your time to spread the fingers nice and wide so you can distribute the weight of your body over greater distance, and then walk the knees into the upper arm bones. Once you get into this position, rock the weight into the hands, lift the heels away from the tailbone. Pit of the belly into the spine, chin lifts. Hold here for 3 more seconds. 2, and float back for Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, draw the chest up and through. forward for up dog. We'll move to down dog and empty out the lungs. Really nice work. 3 breaths, yogis. Inhale. Empty out. Inhale. Empty out. 3rd round, breathe in. Empty out. Okay, on the inhale, come onto the toe mounds. On the exhale, bend the knees, look between the thumbs, float it up. Softly land the toes between the thumbs. Lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, sit, squeeze, and lift. Okay, we're gonna take chair twist. We'll go left first. So right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Heart to center with the, hands to the heart center. Keep sinking down into the hips. From here, we're gonna open up the wings. Right hand comes down towards the mat, locking in the knees, in position, turn the chest. We're gonna stand up with the left knee into the rib cage. Let's do that now. Left knee into the rib cage, stand it up. Funky chair, we take the left ankle on top of the right knee, sit the tailbone back and extend the arms forward. Touch the hands to the floor. Now keep the left hand on the mat, take the right arm up. Fold forward, bring the left foot to the floor, drop your head down below the knees. Chair pose. Sit, squeeze, lift. Next pose is chair twist to the right side. Turn right, anchor the left elbow to the outside of the knee. Hands to the heart center, turn it open. Take a moment to sink as deeply into the heels as you can, and then open up. Left hand down, right arm up. And then very slowly we stand it up with the right knee into the rib cage. Hug it in. Funky chair. Draw the right ankle on top of the left knee, send the tailbone back. As the tailbone goes back, send the arms out in front of you. Keep sitting down into the hips. Both hands to the mat. Keep the right hand down, take the left arm up. Good work, team. Fold forward, right foot to the floor, drop in, yogi squat. Splay the toes open, bring the hands to the center of the heart, and then pry the knees apart using breath. So inhale, lengthen the chest up. Exhale, push the knees away. Inhale, lift up through the chin and chest. Exhale, pry the knees apart. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Crow pose, second set. Hands to the floor, knees to the thighs. Lift up through the hips. Crow pose. Really work to straighten out the arms. Get ready to shoot it back in 3, 2, 1. Chaturanga. Ooh, land it. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Child's pose. Knees down. Forehead rests. 3 times like we did at the outset of this class. We're gonna come from child's pose into upward facing dog and then back to child's pose. So here we go. From child's to upward dog. Lift it up. Back to child's pose. Split the knees. Forehead touches. Second one upward facing. Lift it up. Back to child's pose. Now this will be our third one, so let's go ahead and do that. Upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Exhale. Bend the knees, look forward, step or hop. Top of the mat. Inhale, lift you up. Exhale, fold in. Mountain pose, rise up. Send the arms up above the head. From here, bring the hands to the heart center. Okay, we're gonna do standing leg raise here. So take your right hand to your right hip, and let's lift up through the left knee. Now you can always work with the left knee, or capture the toes, the left toes with the left fingertips, and inhale, lift up on the chest, and send the left foot forward on the exhale. Now before you open it up, send the right arm up to the sky. One action, take the right arm out and the left leg out to the side. Okay, back to the center. Now this time you're going to go back into funky chair. Left ankle, place it on top of the right knee. Send the arms out and sit the butt down. From this pose, we're going to take it into the revolve standing leg raise. Right hand to the outside of your left foot. Now left hand is on the left hip, stand it up. Kick through the left leg. See if you can take your left arm up and then bring it behind you. Twist open. Okay, back to the center. Set the left foot down to the mat. We go into the other side. Plant down on the left, lift up on the right leg, left hand is on the left hip, you grab your right toes. It's on an inhale that you lift up the chest, it's on the exhale that you drive the right heel forward. Once you have the stability play here, send the left arm up. And in one action, we take the left hand out and the right leg to the right side. Okay, we're going to bring it back to the center. It's easiest to take the left hand to the left hip. Funky chair, right ankle on top of the left knee. Sit your hips back. Send the arms out in front. Now it is from the funky chair that we go into the revolved position. Left hand captures the outside of the right foot. We stand it up. Send the right leg forward. Right arm extends up. And then if you can take it and revolve to the right side, please do that. Bring it back to the center. Set the right foot down to the floor. Beautiful work. Arms to the sky. Breath in. Hands to the heart center. Breath out. Dancer's pose. You're going to take your left hand, drop it out. Right arm extends. Let's take your left foot. The inside, the big toe side of the left leg. Once you're stabilized in position number one, let's go to position number two. Lift up and kick up through the left heel. And release. Left foot comes down to the mat. Hands are back at the undulate position. We'll take the right hand out. Left arm extends. Let's go and grab the right toes. Inside of the right foot. Stabilize. Position two. Kick it up. Take it forward. And release. Right foot comes down to the floor. Beautiful work, team. Extend the arms up to the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, fold forward. High plank to low plank. Inhale lifts you up to upward dog. And we'll come to downward facing dog. Beautiful work. Feet come together at the back edge of your mat. High plank. Side plank with your right arm in the air. Right arm lifts. Take the right foot off the floor. Wild thing. Right foot steps behind you. Open up the back. Three-legged dog, right hand to the floor. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Come to high lunge, right foot steps forward. Raise the arms. Capture the hands behind the back, interlace. We're setting up for the humble warrior position. Pull the shoulder blades together, pull the palms of the hands together, arch the spine up and back. Humble warrior, right shoulder to the inside of the right knee. Work it, arms away from the sacrum and the crown of the head towards the inside of the right foot. Okay, keep the hands. Let's come back up. And from here, you're still going to keep the hands. We come into a wide-legged forward fold. Straighten out the right leg, pivot the right toes, arch the spine again. Keep the hands in the bind. Fold in. Rinsing out the shoulders. Crown towards the mat. Feet are spread apart. Keep rinsing out the shoulders. Root down and rise up. Keep the hands, keep the hands. Pivot the right toes. Come back into high lunge with your hands in the bind, with the hands in the bind. One time, back bend. From here, open up to warrior two. Spin the left heel flat, arms extend. Inhale, straighten the right leg, right arm out, triangle pose. Right hand to the shin of the block, left arm to the sky. See if you can bring some engagement to the legs. Mitigate the amount of weight that you're pouring into the hand on the block of the shin. Use the core to find a little bit of lift. Right knee has a micro bend, so you're not loading up the right hamstring. Place the left hand onto the floor. Place the left hand onto the floor. Back foot steps in a big step, setting up for a little bit of a twist. So you have 3 feet between your heels. Keep the left hand down and take the right arm up. Forward fold, top of the mat. Right hand comes down, left foot steps forward, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, mountain pose. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Empty out lungs. Lift and lengthen. Chaturanga Dandasana, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feet together, back edge of your mat. Plank pose. Side plank, heels to the right, left arm to the sky. Take the left foot off the floor. Set it behind you for wild thing. Three-legged dog. Let's take the left hand down. Inhale the left leg up and back. And then exhale, step it through, high lunge. Take the arms up to the ceiling. Hands behind you, palms touch. Humble warrior. Draw the arch up. Take the humble. Left shoulder to the inside of the left knee. Hands again are away from the low back. Rest the crown towards the floor. Remove any tension in the neck. Don't lift the head if you can manage. Now you're going to keep the hands. We're going to come up to the wide-legged fold. So as you come up, you're going to straighten out the left leg, pivot the left toes. Hands are still clasped. Back bend. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, fold. Hands away from the low back. Your shoulders and your arms should be screaming. Keep working into it and through it. Remember, help is not on the way. You have to do this yourself. Keep the bind, root and rise. Warrior 2, crescent lunge. Right heel is up. One more time, it's a back bend. Lift it up. Lift it up. Warrior 2. Open it up. Release the grasp. There we are, Warrior 2. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Triangle pose. Take your hand out in front. Reach your right arm up. See if you can roll your right rib cage open a little more, but don't lose focus on the ground, your feet. Okay, release the right hand to the floor. Underneath your right shoulder, big step in with the right foot. Roughly 3 feet between the heels. Keep your right hand on the floor underneath your right shoulder, left arm up, twist. Fold forward, top of the mat. Left hand comes down, right foot meets the left. And please sit your butt down onto the floor. We're going to come into boat pose. You're going to take your shins parallel to the mat and bring the arms out in front, out to each side. Whatever feels good for you, just get into the core. Keep lifting up through the chest. Okay, let's raise the arms, straighten out through the legs to your degree. Reach up. Palms touch. And now we're going to slowly lower our body down to the mat. I'm going to lay down. Use your core to deliver the workout here. Once you get to the floor, I want you to bring your knees into your chest. Hug it in. Hug it in. Knees to the chest. Straddle pose. Peace sign fingers to your big toes. And let's bring the feet apart. So your big toes to the fingers, fingers to the big toes, the feet are coming apart. Let's work on your spine for a second. Back of the head to the floor, tuck the chin, keep the tailbone on the mat. Now keep pulling the feet apart. Keep the feet where they are, but release the hands, palms touch between the legs. Okay, now 10 times, we pulse it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to 20. One more, 2 more, 3 more, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Knees to the chest, hug it in. Boat pose. Grab the backs of the knees in one action. See if you can sit it up. Full boat pose. Send the feet up. Send the arms up. Peace sign, fingers to the toes. Straddle pose. Now we're going to have to incorporate the balance in the straddle pose. Feet coming apart. Keep lifting up through the chest. Feet together, lift up through the toes. Keep lifting and arching the chin up. Lift it up. Beautiful, team. Let's come into a forward fold. Plant the feet, forward fold, top of the mat. Head towards the floor, rise up to mountain pose. Big breath in. Exhale, yogi bow. When the hands touch the floor, I want you to take your left foot to the back of the mat, runner's lunge, set your left knee down. We're going to do that hip opener again, but we're going to add on. So take the right hand, push the right knee away from you. Take the right hand up to the sky and then behind you. See if you can take your right hand and pull the left heel in towards the butt cheek. Beautiful work. You're going to release the top of the foot. Take your right hand, plant it to the outside of your right foot. Curl the left toes underneath. Runner's lunge. Runner's lunge to low plank. Step the right foot back. Low plank. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Bend the knees deeply. Look between the thumbs. Float it up. Land it. Lift up halfway. Bow in, fold. Mountain pose, reach it. One breath in to the sky. Bow forward, standing forward fold. Right foot steps. Right knee sets. Hip opener, left hand to the knee. Push the knee away. Left hand to the sky, then take it behind. See if you can take the top of the foot, pull it in. Take the left hand to the outside of the left foot. Curl the right toes underneath, runner's lunge. Downward facing dog, left foot steps back, breathe out. Right foot forward, pigeon pose. Now the right shin is at the top of the mat. If you haven't noticed, we're doing a lot of hip work today, just because. If you can walk your hands towards the hips, take an arch the spine, and let's fold in. Half pigeon. You want to create the space and the distance between the right heel and the front of the left hip. You breathe yourself into a deeper expression on an exhale. On the inhale, you get an extension and expansion. On the exhale, it's where you get the release and some compression. Now, feel free to stay here in your half pigeon, or if you want to come into mermaid pose, come up onto the hands. Now we pull the left heel in. Okay, let's take it out. And we're going to come back to dog pose. Downward facing, take your right foot back. Booyah. Breathe out. Half pigeon, send the left shin forward. Again, square up as best you can. If you want to take a spine arch, come up and out of the low back before you go into the sleepy pigeon, I recommend that. If you want to come up onto your hands, you move into a mermaid on the right side. Go ahead and do that. Okay, we're going to release out of the mermaid. I'd like you to bring both feet out in front of you. Both feet out in front of you, extend the feet out in front. And when you get there, when you get in that position, bump your knees up and down. I want to make sure we get some blood flow back into the hip region. And before we move to the forward fold, the seated forward fold, we're going to go Baddha Konasana. Bring the heels in towards the body, soles of the feet are touching. Pry the heels, the arches of the heels. Jeez, what the hell? Pry the arches of the feet apart as you fold in. You want to keep the chin lifted, the chest lifted, and gently push the knees away. Some of us might be able to get our chest down towards the floor. Some people even can lay down plumb right onto the mat in this position. It doesn't really matter. Depth is not the game. Depth is not the issue, nor the goal. Really, you just want to tap into the little bit of a stretch, right? Some people's stretch point is deeper than others. That's not the point. Okay, we're going to release. Now we're going to bring the feet wide for the wide angle fold in the seated position. Let's bring the feet out nice and wide. Take the arms up. Now we take our fold, take the chin, keep lifting up. You want to reach forward and take the hands to the floor. Take a nice deep breath in. And then keep folding in. Each exhale again gets you the length. Inhale, length. Exhale gets you that depth, that lower position. And release, coming up. Now we'll bring both feet together. Feet together. Inhale the arms up, lengthen, and fold forward. Take your body over your legs. and release. Make your way onto your back, please. Both knees into the chest. Hug it in. Hug it in. Consider wrapping the arms in front of the shins, drawing the knees in together. Squeeze in. Okay, we'll start by sending our right leg forward. When removing pose, right leg goes forward, left knee stays into the rib cage. Press out through the right heel, hug in through the left knee, and twist the left knee across the body. Coming back up to the center, both knees into the chest. Okay, we're going to extend out through the left leg, right knee into the rib cage. Keep pressing out through the left heel as you draw the right knee in towards the armpit. Supine twist. Right knee comes across the body. Right arm extends out to the right side. Eye gazes to the right. And release. Coming back up to the center. One more time, draw the knees into the chest. Squeeze it in. And please find your final rest of Shavasana. I'm going to extend both feet out, let the toes drift apart, palms facing up. Find a beautiful, comfortable position on your mat. And very gently let your chin roll from side to side. Tension here is to open up the neck bones. And then begin by wiggling the toes and the fingers. Maybe flex the feet. Make a couple of fists and relax the fist. And now let's bring the feet together. Take the arms above the head. Stretch in opposite directions. Toes to fingers, fingers to toes. Stretch it out. Draw the knees into the rib cage. Roll to the side body. Make your way up to a comfortable seated position. It's taking a moment in your seated meditative position, drawing the hands to the center of the chest. Close the eyes down, dip the chin. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale. Please go ahead and open up your eyes. Just want to send you some gratitude. Thank you so much for checking in on the channel. Once again, my name is Christian Allaire. This is your YouTube channel for Power Yoga. Please like it. Hit that like button if you found some good value in the video. Please consider to subscribe. It certainly helps me out. And I will see you on the next video. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day.